1 week before our wedding, I found something that wasn't meant for me. It wasn't a message. It wasn't another woman. It was proof that the man I was about to marry had never existed. I used to believe betrayal was an action, something someone does. But I learned something far worse. Betrayal can be an identity, a life carefully built, to collapse the moment you touch the truth. I met him when my life was finally quiet. No chaos, no drama. He appeared calm, too calm, the kind of man who never raised his voice, never rushed, never explained himself too much. I thought that was maturity. He never spoke about his past, not because it was painful, but because it was empty. No childhood stories, no old friends, no memories he could describe in detail. When I asked, he smiled and said, "I don't like looking back." I respected that. I shouldn't have. Our relationship felt edited, like scenes had been removed. We never argued, but we never went deep either. I was in love with the silence he offered, because I thought silence meant peace. When he proposed, something felt wrong. Not fear, not doubt, absence. Like the moment was happening, but he wasn't fully inside it. Still, I said yes, because love makes excuses faster than logic. Wedding preparations revealed things I couldn't ignore. He avoided paperwork, IDs, documents. He told me his files were delayed, that his past was complicated. I believed him, again. One night, while he was asleep, his phone vibrated. Not a message, an alarm, labeled with a name I didn't recognize. I stared at it longer than I should have. Then I turned the phone off and told myself I was paranoid. The next day, I tried to find him online. Old photos, old accounts. There were none. It was like he appeared 5 years ago, fully formed. No digital footprint, no history, just presence. I asked him directly, "Why is it so hard to find anything about you?" He didn't get angry. He didn't defend himself. He just said, "Does it matter who I was, if you love who I am?" That sentence stayed with me. 3 days later, I found a box in his car, hidden under the spare tire. Inside it were things that didn't belong together. A receipt from another city, a key with no address, a photo of him standing next to someone whose face was scratched out, not torn, scratched. I didn't confront him. I waited. And that's when the real disappearance began. He stopped leaving traces. No calls, no messages. He was present, but unreachable, like a ghost pretending to be human. The night before the wedding, I asked him one last question. "Is there anything about you I don't know that I should?" He looked at me for a long time, too long. Then he said, "Some truths don't belong to love." That was the last complete sentence he ever said to me. The next morning, he was gone. No note, no apology, just absence. What followed wasn't heartbreak, it was investigation. I learned his name wasn't his first one, that he had lived in other cities, under slightly different versions of himself, always close to weddings, always gone before them. I was not his first almost wife, just the latest. I realized something terrifying. He didn't cheat on me with another woman. He cheated on me with himself, a version he couldn't maintain forever. The wedding never happened. But something worse did. I questioned every memory, every kiss, every promise. Were they real or rehearsed? Even now, I don't hate him, I fear him, because the scariest betrayal isn't being left. It's realizing you loved someone who never truly existed. Sometimes I wonder if he thinks about me, or if I was just another role he played too well. Some people don't leave relationships, they erase themselves.